Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're going to jump back into our game with Late Age Ulm. It's turn 66 and we are getting a little closer to being caught up. I'm in turn 81 in real time. So that may be a bit of a spoiler if you thought I was going to be totally annihilated due to this horrible war with Abyssia and Lemuria in the next 15 turns. I'm not totally annihilated. Okay, so Sanguine Heritage, which is kind of the hallmark of how many blood slaves we have coming in. We cast it once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Oh my god, 7 times. But I don't think I'm casting Curse of Blood, which is, of course, is the better version. So anyway, we cast Mind Hunt, and we killed some dude. I don't know who this was actually, but anyway, I think that was the Lemurian Acolyte. Cast Infernal Disease. He got wrecked. Okay, we've started casting Sinless or Horror, and this is going to be something that is going to become increasingly important. These guys, if we look at this matchup, on one hand, these guys will kind of have fair attrition against ghosts, but they have a magic damage attack and a soul rending claw. I don't exactly know what this does. It does give Horror Mark, but I think this can permanently kill an Immortal too. It may. I'm not sure. I know there are weapon attacks that will permanently kill immortals. These guys also have regeneration and fear, so I think that's what happened here. We got a good fear route and got them out of the frickin' ocean, so that is cool. Blood economy still going. We got murked ourselves by some horrors. I'm not totally sure what happened here. Oh, this was one of my guys that empowered himself. Unfortunately, he's going to die now, and he's going to take with him this armor, which I actually kind of needed. So yeah, he got wrecked. So this battle here is a function of empowering in blood. So it can happen. Be careful, kids. Don't play with blood magic. We see Utgard raiding, I'm raiding and I win. Lemuria attacks Utgard and wins. Oh wait. I think I got a little out of order. Okay. Lemuria, okay, Utgard attacks Lemuria and dies. Let's actually watch how this thug dies, because his thugs had been doing really well. So this guy's got a Vine Shield and a Flesh Eater, and this really is like kind of minimum kit for one of these wolves. They don't have enough protection, so they're going to take a fair amount of damage. Unfortunately, he's summoning an Air Elemental, and this Air Elemental is going to ignore the Vine Shield, and it's going to trample the shit out of this guy. Now, they do have magic attacks, so they're pretty likely to hit these guys. They do have pretty high defense, but this guy's already at about half HP. Oh, and then 2 more elementals. I think we know how this is going to go. So that was a pretty good counter by Lemuria to kill this thug. The Trample is an armor-piercing attack. I don't know if it says it here, but yeah. And then they have Lightning Swarm, which is pretty damn good. It yeah, does a fair amount of armor-negating damage. So that would come into effect once Utgard knocked the elemental down. So anyway, they managed to kill that thug, which is good for Utgard. I probably could actually try to snipe some of these guys with... Was this the province? Yeah, I could snipe these guys with Infernal Disease. In fact, if I start seeing them in my current game, like way far ahead, I will do that. Did not occur to me at the time, and as much as I want to help Utgard, he's also attacking me. But still, It's definitely in my interest, whether he's helping me or not, to keep him alive. So killing these little mages is something I would be very happy to do. Okay, so that was this battle. We've been beaten? How the hell were we beaten? It looks like we win this. Let's see what happens here. So he's attacking us. He's got a lot of little undead. Now, one of the things, it seems like when you're fighting Lemuria that these ghosts are infinite. They in fact are not infinite. I think kind of the issue is this guy's fatigued out. Okay, he seems to be doing Banishment instead of Iron Blizzard. I think one Iron Blizzard cast would have turned the fight around right here. If he was a little, if we did Earth or if he did Earth Power, he would be fine, but he didn't, and unfortunately, yeah. Fortunately, though, they get off the battlefield, so I don't lose them, but that is annoying. Okay, we take this from Lemuria. Lemuria takes that from Utgard. I managed to wreck these guys. Let's see where this is. So I think I moved in some Ghoul Guardians from my capital, anticipating a raid, and when you have Ghoul Guardians versus Ghosts, I think we've seen how this goes. It's just gonna be a butchery. The Ghosts really cannot do anything to the Ghoul Guardians, and then they just chop the Ghost to little pieces. So that was nice. Was that this one? Yeah. We did not lose any either, so that's nice. Abyssia is attacking me with a Vampire Lord. We attack here and kill Jotunheim, oddly enough. Wait, Utgard attacked Lemuria and got them off my fort? How the hell? Oh, I guess he has a champion curious? Maybe he just... What the hell happened here? Oh, Lemuria routed, so there's... He cleared him off this, and then I sent this guy out. So I would have cleared off Lemuria, but anyway, I ended up killing this guy. Okay, so we're getting our fatigue up, and then we're getting in range, and then we're probably going to cast Iron Blizzard about right here. Nope. Gonna get a little closer. Okay. One more cast will do it. And see, the fact that I was able to do that and cast it that many times really was because I did summon Earth Power, and that was because I put one Earth Gem on him, so it makes a big difference. Otherwise, I definitely would have lost that. Okay, and then we're down here. Utgard wrecks some ghosts. I kill... we were beaten. How the hell were we beaten here? I keep getting these battles where it's like, oh, look at the death toll. We definitely won. And then it's like, oh no, we died. I think I probably need to move my guys a little farther forward. Okay, I think the wolves just caused a morale check. That's kind of one of the problems using wolves as a front line. To do, I think what would have made that go a lot better is if my mages were farther forward. Because what happens was my wolves died too quick, and I don't get many turns to kill all these ghosts. So if I'm positioned a little farther forward, I kill all the ghosts first. So anyway, that's annoying. That was this one. Then Abyssia moves in. Okay, let's watch this. I think this is the... yeah. So he moved this big army in, and I had set a bloodletting trap up. So let's see if it works. The goal is this guy should do anti-magic, and then these guys do Sabbath Master, and then bloodletting. So let's see how this works. We killed some of the stuff. I think I actually have Diploed with this, because I think Abyssia got mad I set this trap for him, because I think we kind of agreed to be to peace, though I can't recall. So I didn't get off all the bloodlettings. I think the problem was I only got the first salvo off, and that wasn't enough quite to kill everything. But I did kill some stuff. I killed a fair amount of his army, a lot of his fiery imps, some of his thralls, some of his hellspawn. I mean, not horrible. Yeah, these guys are dead, but they'll respawn pretty quick. Probably a favorable trade for me. I think, yeah, and I'm not attacking Abyssia at all. I think I did Diplo last turn, so I'll talk through that next, I think. Did I find any sites? Don't think I did. No. Okay, so let's talk through diplomacy. I basically told Abyssia, okay, like, I get you want to, like, probably get some land out of this. And I did this last turn, so I wouldn't have just given him all this. I was like, well, I think I did. Yeah. If I didn't do it last turn, I'm doing it this turn. I think I did it last turn. And I said, okay, we can go back to our original borders. I need to get somebody on top of here to get my stuff off. That's another problem here, is all this stuff is leaderless. Because when you do Flames from the Sky, it kills a random thing of, like, you know, half of all the troops and half of all the leaders. Problem is, when it kills a leader, all the troops under it become leaderless, so they didn't take anybody inside. And then if you have a leader, like the leader doesn't get killed, well, half his troops are dead. So in terms of the number of troops you can actually take inside a fort, it's like a quarter. Even from one casting, because you're going to kill, let's say, a quarter of, or half the leaders. So all their troops aren't coming in, right? And then of the leaders that are coming in, you kill half their troops if everybody's vulnerable to fire. So kind of a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys off. So the deal I had negotiated with them was I'm going to give them this back and I'm going to give them this, which I think had been mine. I had taken this from Erythra. Now, on one hand, he kind of wanted to push his advantage and attack me. And I was like, well, you can do that, but I'm going to defend it. The problem if you do that is right now I'm getting eaten by Lemuria, and he's got all of my forts under siege. And yeah, you'll take some land from me, probably. I mean, I've got tons of little shenanigans planned for you. So you won't take it quickly, but you'll take it quickly enough that... you know, it might be in your interest, but meanwhile, Lemuria will eat all my stuff. And then you'll be fighting Lemuria with who to help you? None but Erythra, who hasn't attacked Lemuria all game. So if that's what you want, you know, you can do it. And he thought about it pretty hard, and I think he said, yeah, I do not want to fight Lemuria alone. And so what I was saying is kind of what I've been saying the whole game, is let's kill Lemuria. Nobody's going to profit from it, right? But we'll all attack him. And once he's dead, then we'll fight amongst each other. And, like, sure, I recognize, like, you and Utgard and Erythra and Lemuria, because we probably won't kill him completely dead, so whatever is left of him will all probably attack me because I'll be the biggest. But nobody wants to fight Lemuria in the late game. It's just too cancer. If Lemuria had all of Utgard, it would be a lot worse, but because they don't, that's probably good. But them with all of this island is going to be a big problem, and the whole ocean system, and if they decide to attack Erythra, I mean, it can spiral out of control so quickly. And it's starting to spiral out of control here. I lost a big battle, and yeah. So, this fort is going to bust eventually, and so I'm planning to attack it, and that is definitely worth talking about. And I think we're going to talk about that next. But just to conclude the diplomacy thing, so he basically agreed, and we have, I think, a nap 1, and he also agreed to attack Abyssia, and the idea is once he's done, we will go back to fighting each other. Anyway, so Lemuria has moved his big doom stack on here and wants this very rich province. I'm not particularly inclined to give it to him, and I've been getting ready for this, so we are going to do it. Basically, this is going to be the Big Mamma Jamma, the Undead Mastery from Hell spam, if we can do it. Now, I've got a few things going on. One, so in terms of slaves, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh wait, that's not a slave. 14 slaves. Okay, so that's really, I'm getting 8, which is the multiple of 3. So I'm getting 3 additional paths. Now I need to get up to 7 to cast. Now these guys start off with 3. Fuck, that's not enough to get 7. No wonder it doesn't go off. Shit. What was off with my math here? Did I have guys that were going to move and didn't move? Because I need 16 slaves and I don't have them. Where are my slaves? Okay, well, anyway, spoiler alert, this doesn't actually go off as planned. Huh. But I thought this was going to be really good, because I gave him an Eye of the Void and a Rune Smasher, and it was my Vampire Lords. So we're going to get 4 penetration, which is a big deal when you're casting Undead Mastery. And we're going to cast it... and I had these items on them, so it was going to be kind of efficient. We're going to cast it twice here. And twice here. Yeah, so we're going to cast it a lot of times. 6 times with a lot of magic boosting. I mean, penetration boosting. I thought it would work. Am I really counting my slaves wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this guy would get a slave just being from near somebody. 14. 14 slaves. Where are the rest of my slaves? Maybe I brought this guy in and didn't script him to be a slave. That would be 15. And then I would need another guy like this guy. Yeah, I don't have enough slaves. That's what happens. Shit. Anyway, that's the plan. And you can see I'm like somehow being extremely lazy in my scripting. I'm in a few games at this point that are starting to go really far in the late game, and I don't really always have the time. So it's a bit challenging. If you can, make it so your games don't all go in the late game at the same time. That hurts. We're going to be seducing here. This is the kit I have on one of my succubi. And yeah, she's got a flesh eater, which is pretty good in assassinations, because sometimes you can rout from fear. Although we do have good morale here. A shield of gleaming gold, again, not bad. I think this was for free. I got it off someone. Or maybe I forged it. It's pretty cheap. Good against ghosts. They have morale. Not great against skeletons, which can be summoned. Spirit Helm, which is really good in assassinations. Cast Lightning Bolt every round. Very good. Fire resistance, so that I don't get nuked by that. Pendant of Luck, pretty good in assassinations. And then Amulet of Giants, pretty good. And the script we've got her on is... Attack large monsters. So she's just going to jump in. This is like Succubus 1.0. It can be way better than this. These aren't great items. They're not very efficient. There's definitely better things. We'll be doing them. Do not worry. But anyway, we're just going to do something, and this will probably kill a Grand Lemur. Probably. We're also, this battle, we're also doing life after death and some other things. We've got a ton of dudes here. I was kind of hoping he would run a bunch of dudes up here and here, and they really haven't. We're going to be moving a bunch of dudes back here, out of this province, because it seems he's probably not going to attack me, but maybe he tries to raid me here. So just troop movement, trying to catch him off guard, and hopefully we kill some stuff. And I think that's largely it. For Lemurian raiding, we're coming in here, we're taking this, so we basically have a little stack of dudes, bunch of mages. They're going to rely on the killing the ghosts faster than the wolves kill it, or get killed. We're going to go take this. We got a bunch of Ghoul Guardians. Utgard is on top of this with the big army. Don't know what he's planning, but I like it. He probably, if I were Utgard, I'd probably have gone after the throne. But yeah, I mean, thanks, man. So we're going to come up here. I think we're going to start hitting... What are we doing? Okay, we're sending Hars. These are going to 122 and 132, so let's check that out. 122. Okay, there, and then to do this, you hit G on your keyboard, 132. Okay, so we're going to be hitting this and this with send Hars, and hopefully raiding those. We're going to be taking this back, or we're going to be just killing this guy, both of these guys, since they are feeble-minded. We're going to be taking this, we're going to be raiding that. All in all, pretty safe. We're going to start patrolling here. I've got some PD, and then I've got some archers. So we're going to be doing flaming arrows. Not too much. I'm not going to... I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to put... Like, my guys are here to fight battles with a lot of mage support, and I don't want to fight battles without a lot of mage support, and I don't want to commit all my mages to fighting battles right now. So we're going to have basically an anti-raiding group on top. Meanwhile, my mages are researching. We're going to finish Conjuration 8, then head to Alt 9, and then Blood 8. That is currently the plan, though we will probably change it. As we talked about before in a couple of videos. I kind of want to take this too, but I'm not sure. It's got a magma cave, which is nice, and my earth income, which is very important to me, is very low. And despite the fact that I've searched it pretty freaking well across my empire, I have almost no income. I just got really unlucky there. And that is kind of the way the game plays out. You can see here we've got our defenses up with a ton of people inside. Unfortunately, we're starving, and I don't think I really notice how much starvation I have across my empire with all of the very numerous troops I have in my forts. But that's one of the things when you're doing this like fort defense spam, is you end up using a lot of supplies. I believe now we must... No. I think I'm probably sending down my first vampire... Okay, so we're sending down my first vampire lord. This guy is going to set up a vampire colony here. And we're going to summon another vampire lord, and then from there we're going to make vampire counts. So that is the plan. We are starting a vampire colony here. And that is so that I can better service this very important customer base down here with all the vampire needs. So anyway, we're patrolling a lot of places to prevent raids. I think we fixed a lot of our script issues with attacking. Oh, no we haven't. Dang it, dude. You need to do this, old self. Don't attack into ghosts. Just cast spells. Pretty inefficient. You'll see in about 15 turns I end up finding Lemuria way better than this. Yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, we'll call it for this turn. Tune in next time for the next turn. And hopefully, my goal is, I want to get a little... I've got a really good blood economy in my original lands. My goal for the future is I want to totally seal off this land from raiding, and then get my vampires out, blood hunting all of these very good provinces for that. And then I need to kill this freaking army, right? So I need to be able to kill these armies before they whittle through my forts. And then I want to start raiding all this back. So I want to have this, I want to have this. I have negotiated this piece, so I'm going to be, instead of throwing things away to infinite flames from the sky, which was very painful, we are going to throw them away at the ghosts of Lemuria. So that is the plan. We're going to be shifting all of our assets into this sector. And hopefully we can grind Lemuria back. I think if we get Lemuria mostly off the island, if Abyssia can take a fort or two, if Utgard can take a fort, we can have Lemuria pinned up enough where I'll probably try to go for a throne rush and win. And then everybody will gang up and try to stop me. And for me, that would be a good game. And then if I don't make it, I don't make it, but, you know, we'll see. Yeah. So thank you all for watching, and tune in next time.